Let's stop here and drink us a hot cup of coffee. That Long Island bus was an awful long ride, but we've got to keep your blood warm, our young brother Charlie, because you've re-enlisted for quite a long time. You've been over the ocean and won your good record. A private first class needs hot coffee the same as Alonzo or Joseph or just plain old Richard. We'll all drink a hot cup to each brother's name. It's nice of the bus terminal to have a good tea room. Mr. Skoulakis is the owner, there's his card on the wall. Let's sit over here and we'll wash down our troubles. And if you know a tall story, my brother, tell all. The waiter shakes his head, wipes his hand on his apron. He says there's no coffee in all that big urn. In that glass gauge there it looks like several inches. It looks like this tea room has coffee to burn. We made him a speech in a quiet, friendly manner. We didn't want to scare you ladies over there. He called for a cop on his phone on the sly, and the cop came and marched us out in the night air. The cop said that we had insulted the joint man. He made us line up with our faces to the wall. We laughed to ourselves as we stood there and listened to the man of law and order putting in his riot call. The cop turned around and walked back to young Charlie, kicked him in the groin and then shot him to the ground. The same bullet went through the brain of Alonzo, and the next bullet laid my brother Joseph down. My fourth brother Richard got hauled to the station, bawled out and lectured by the judge on his bench. The judge said us Fergusons was looking for trouble. They lugged Richard off for 100-day stretch. This morning 2 hearses rolled out toward the graveyard. One hearse had Alonzo and the other took Charles. Charlie's wife Minnie brings her 3 boy children and friends and relations in some old borrowed cars. Nobody has told these 3 little boys yet. Everybody rides crying and shaking their heads. Nobody knows quite how to let these 3 boys know that Jim Crow killed Alonzo, that Charles too is dead. The town that we ride through is not Rankin, Mississippi, nor Bilbo's Jim Crow town of Washington, D.C. But it's Greater New York, our most fair-minded city, in all this big land here of the brave and the free. Who'll tell these 3 boys that their daddy is gone? He helped whip the fascists and Nazis so bad. Who'll tell these 3 children that Jim Crow coffee has killed several thousand, the same as their dad?